guys, Preacher 357 here, back out here on the range on this warm, extremely sunny Tennessee afternoon. Nice day though. It's warm, but it's not too hot, but you can probably see some sweat on me, so just ignore that if you see it, because big boys like me, we sweat when it gets a little warm, but it's not going to stop me from coming out here on the range and having some fun. And I don't know if you can see the range table, but there's lots of fun on this range table right now. We've had all kinds of guns out here. There's just ammo just scattered everywhere. There's casings everywhere. I don't know. I can't tell you how happy that makes me to see this mess everywhere. I mean, everywhere you step, I'm stepping on brass. I mean, I could be a brass factory here now. Start manufacturing my own ammo. Of course, I do reload, but there's a lot of lead and a lot of brass on this range, and that makes me extremely happy. But we've been doing a lot of shooting today, but the gun in particular that I want to bring to you is this Rossi Rio Bravo 22. It's a 22 long rifle, and it is an 18-inch barrel. Holds 15 in the tubular magazine, and it's based off their 92 series, which is, you know, basically a replica of the Winchester 1892 lever guns. And there is one thing in particular though that makes this gun far superior to a Winchester, and that's that it has plastic on it, which means it is tactical. By tactical, I mean super scary. It's not just a 22 now, it's a tactical 22. So, you know, I probably shouldn't even own this thing. That's how dangerous this gun is. I'm trying to be careful with it. Liable to turn on me at any time. But yeah, it's got the plastic on it. Not my favorite thing on earth. I think you could catch my sarcasm there. It's practical. It's functional, and in a lot of ways it has benefits above wood, but it just ain't purty. And I like it to be purty, because the purtier it is, the more enjoyable it is to shoot, for some reason. I don't know why that is. Logic is not needed on the range, but I have been shooting this some. Me and my cousin have been shooting. It's his gun. He bought it, and it's a pretty good shooter. I've enjoyed shooting this thing today, and so I thought I'd just do a quick video and let you guys see it and shoot a little bit for you. And might be something that you're interested in picking up, because it's an inexpensive gun. I mean, it's going to be obviously a lot cheaper than a Winchester 92, but it's a good shooter. It's got good sights on it, the fiber optic sort of sights on it that you can see really well, real bright, kind of like the sights I put on my Model 60 Marlin. Very similar, but these are adjustable, and it's got a good sight picture. Even my old eyes can see these sights pretty well. So, you know, hopefully I can shoot it pretty well for you, because I was earlier, and you know, by watching me shoot it, it'll make you want it, hopefully, because that's what I'm here to do, to promote Rossi. No, I'm not here to promote Rossi. I'm here to promote firearms, and maybe this is something you're interested in. If it is, I hope you can go out and find one and buy one, because firearms are a lot of fun if you're careful with them. Obviously, you have to be, got to take the safety off the rack one. You've got to be careful. The safety is required, but they can be enjoyed responsibly. So let's do a little bit of shooting here and see if I can hit a few things. It was shooting, I think it was shooting really high, wasn't it, earlier? I believe it was shooting really, maybe it was really low. I can't remember which one it was. It was shooting off. I think we were having to hold really high.
I think we were holding 6 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I can't remember now, but we were having to hold way off, and we adjusted the sight, so I think we've got it on now. So let's give her a try and just see if we can hit anything. Oh, missed that one. Missed her again. I don't know if I can find this one or not. Well, I thought I had the range on it. Let me try a little bit more. There we go. Had to hold a little lower. There we go. 15 rounds in the magazine. I can barely see that cowboy. He's blending into the shadows. He's trying to hide. But I'm going to get him. He can't hide from me. I'm going to lay the law down to that desperado with this Rossi Rio Bravo. But yeah, she's a good shooter. I'm having to hold 6 o'clock still. And so when I got to the smaller plates, I had to hold a little lower. I was going too high. But let's put a few more rounds in here. And 22s are just such fun guns to plink with. I think you've seen that on the channel already. I've done a couple of 22 rifles. I did my Model 60 Marlin. And then I also did that pump action Rossi that I had, the gallery gun, which was a pretty good shooting gun too. But about the same time I bought the gallery gun, my cousin bought this one. And he just now got into this area. He lives way over on the other side of Tennessee. He just got over this area for the holidays here. So I'm gonna try out this rifle of his now. I'm gonna go over here to 80 yards and see if I can hit. We was hitting fairly well with it earlier. Let's see if we still can. I think that's a little high. Yeah, there it was. I think I'm still going high. Yeah, there it is. I think I went to the left. Did that hit?
I think so.
I think I hit quite a few of those. Of course, I'm shooting just a hodgepodge of ammo. I've got a ton of 22 just thrown in this value pack. So there's 3 or 4 different brands in there right now. And that probably has a lot to do with the different power levels that you were seeing. Some of them were barely escaping the barrel, it seemed like. They were real powder puffs, and then some of them had a little bit of zing to them. So it was a little bit of a lot of different kinds of ammo. But point of impact didn't seem to change too much. So, you know, we did a pretty good job hitting with it. So all in all, I can say, you know, of the 2 Rossi guns that I've had, I've been fairly pleased with them. I thought both of them were pretty good guns, especially for the money you're paying. The only thing about them is the fit and finish is obviously not what you're going to get on a Winchester or a Henry, but you're going to pay half or less, you know, on some of these. Now, some of your 22 Henrys are not too bad expensive, but they're also, you know, they're aluminum frame guns as well. I believe aluminum receivers on those, I believe. Somebody can fact check me if I'm wrong, but I want to say that they're 22s. The H001, I believe, is their designation for it. I think it's an aluminum receiver, so it's not actually blued steel, which explains why it's so much cheaper than some of their other guns, their higher end guns. But you know, for the money, these Rossi seem to be pretty good guns. And I've been fairly pleased with the 2 that I've shot. So, you know, of course, Rossi is owned by Taurus. They're basically Taurus's rifle manufacturer now. Rossi is, you know, what makes the rifles, and Taurus makes the handguns. I guess that's how they've kind of decided to set it up. Used to, Rossi made a lot of handguns. Rossi made revolvers. They were known for their revolvers. But you know, they were bought out by Brazil Tech or however they say it, the parent company of Taurus. And so basically they've become Taurus's rifle brand. And you know, even like the Rossi, is it the Circuit Judge it's called, or something like that? It's like a rifle made out of the Judge. You know, is a Rossi, not a Taurus. But all it is a Taurus Judge with a rifle length barrel on it, right, and a stock. So, you know, that's sort of the designation that they've done. So, I've been quite pleased with all of the Taurus and Rossi products that I've reviewed so far. So, that's saying something. They've come a long way, I believe, over the reputation that they had years ago for making shoddy guns. So let's shoot a little bit more. I'm not going to keep you too long here. Let's go out here to 35 again. Did I miss that one? I'm not holding long. There we go. Trying to get the, there we go. Now on the last round, that's about a good place to stop, isn't it? When you hit that little 3-inch plate with the last round, it ain't gonna get no better. It's all downhill from there. So might want to just put this rascal down right now while I'm ahead. There's a lot of people that go to the casinos if they need to take that advice. You get ahead, get up and walk away. Or you can do like I do and don't go. Because, well, number one, kind of looks bad when a preacher goes to the casino. It's kind of frowned upon. And number two, I'm just too cheap. Because that money I lose at that casino is money I could put on guns and ammunition. And casinos don't stay in business because people win a lot of money from them. We'll put it that way. They're counting on most people losing everything they bring. So that's not a wise decision to go to the casino. But if you make a bad decision, you go and you get ahead, get up and leave. And that's what I'm doing. I'm ahead, so I'm setting her down. Gonna walk away and tell you guys how much I appreciate y'all coming out. But before we go, one thing I forgot to mention, make sure you go and you look in the description, because I got a link in there for a discounted membership to the GOA, the Gun Owners of America. Our gun rights are under assault all the time, even more right now after some of the terrible things that have happened recently. But gun control is not going to solve the ills of this country. There are some diseases that are underneath that need to be cured. And, you can't cure those diseases with gun control. Gun control is just like a placebo. It's like giving a sugar pill to someone who's sick. It's not going to do anything. It might make you feel better. It might make them think they're feeling better, but it doesn't actually solve the problem. And so go to the description there, click on the link, join the GOA, help us out there in our fight for our gun rights. If you live in Tennessee, then there's a link there for the Tennessee Firearms Association. They do a lot of good work for Tennessee here. Those guys work hard. John Harris and Richard Archie, especially those two guys, have dedicated decades now to preserving our gun rights, and they do all of that without charge. They donate their time, and we really appreciate that. So every dime that you give to the Tennessee Firearms Association, it goes to fighting for our rights. It doesn't go in anybody's pocket. So click on the link to the TFA and join up if you live in Tennessee. And if you want to help our gun rights nationwide, then the GOA has a link there as well. I appreciate you guys coming out. God bless you. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.